Hey guys, Jason here, and today I'm wanting to discuss one of the most important aspects as a player for all soccer players. No matter what level, what league, what country you're playing in, this is one aspect of the game that's often neglected by players, but it should be given the utmost importance, as this is something that can separate you from the rest of the players on the field or in your league or wherever. Okay, so now to the point. What I am talking about is the transition from offense to defense and defense to offense. Now, what is common for most players, and you notice it even more in the lower levels and youth soccer levels, is a pause between each change of possession. If you're on offense and your team loses the ball, everyone stops for a second, then they go back on defense. If they win the ball, they stop for a second, then they try to play offense. Well, the very, very, very best players transition immediately. So the simplest way to look at this is, if I have the ball, and I'm dribbling, and the defender makes a tackle, takes the ball off me, I cannot think, oh no, I lost the ball. I immediately turn and I run and I put pressure on the player that took the ball to see if I can either win the ball back or prevent him from making a dangerous attack. Just preventing him from getting forward with ease is more than enough in this situation, but I might be able to get even more and get the ball. But if I don't react at all and I just, I lost the ball and I stop, it makes it easy for the other team to attack from that point because I am no longer part of the defensive picture. As soon as I lose the ball, I need to sprint. That is when you should be working the hardest any time in the game, is when you lose possession of the ball. Also, the reverse situation. Say I'm the defender. Say I make a tackle. As soon as I make my tackle, I get control of the ball. I look up to either dribble, pass, whatever my opportunity is. If I'm close enough to goal, I can even consider shooting if I like. But I immediately am in offensive mode as soon as I gain possession. I'm immediately looking to make my next play. I don't win possession. Yay, I won possession. It's tackle, control the ball, find my teammate. And if I can do it quicker than that, I do it even quicker than that. Sometimes I'll try to make my tackle to where it's really a dribbling touch if the attacker makes a heavy touch, so I can transition just that much quicker. All right, so furthermore, to get into this, it's not just the player on the ball or the player who's making the tackle that must transition. Soccer is a team sport. Too many people think of this sport individually, like, oh, I played well, or oh, I do this. No, the entire point is to play as a team. The very best players in the world, they make their team better. They don't just go out there and play well themselves. Their entire job is to make their team better. So, to make my team better, for example, if I'm on offense, I'm not the one that lost the ball. My teammate loses the ball. I don't look at my teammate and complain and say, why you lose the ball? Why do you do that? I don't call them names. I don't do anything. I see my teammate lose the ball. I either run back to position or I apply pressure to the ball. I immediately transition to defending. This is a team sport, and you're only as strong as your weakest link, so there's no need to get mad at your teammate there. Just as soon as you notice that your team has lost possession, get in defensive mode. That is where you're working the hardest, is when you're transitioning from offense to defense. And the opposite. This actually is probably the most common for the transition from defense to offense. That's a big mistake, especially at youth levels. When a teammate of mine wins the ball, most of the time what happens is we turn and we start to walk up the field a little bit to get into offense. No, complete opposite. When your teammate moves the ball, you have to move in a way you can support him or draw defenders away from him. You need to make some sort of movement to give your team an offensive advantage in that situation, or at least provide some sort of opening to where you can keep possession since you just won the ball. So as soon as you see teammate move it, you have to support, provide space, and prepare your attack. So guys, this is really one of the most important things in a soccer game. If you can get to where you're transitioning from offense to defense is quicker than everyone else on the field, you will immediately notice that you are a much more effective player and that you're helping your team more than usual. The players that don't transition quickly become a cancer for the team, and it hurts the team very badly. Many goals, some would say most goals, actually happen from mistakes to where someone loses possession close to their own goal, and it's bang bang goal. So thinking about it that way, if I'm the player who loses the ball, if I stop even for a split second not trying to recover, we're conceding a goal. So if I can do something just enough to put the player off, just enough to stop their attack a little bit, that's at least better because I stopped maybe a sure goal. Offensively, if I steal the ball off a player in their defensive end of the field, I need to react quickly because they might be out of shape and I might have a chance to score myself. These are moments that can change games. Change this about your game. Make sure you react quickly, transition quickly, both offense to defense and defense to offense, and you will be 10 times the player you currently are just by changing that. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you next time. Peace.